Hi, this is Dave from Dave's Plains, and this is going to be, I'm going to make it today. Today is December 27th, but I am going to schedule this to release on Veterans Day 2021. So happy Veterans Day, but also Happy New Year. And this is a Chinook helicopter. Hats off, by the way, to Matchbox, because if you actually Wikipedia what a Chinook helicopter looks like, it actually looks like this with even the windows and everything. It's amazing. So, why the Chinook helicopter is important. And why am I doing this in December? Well, this is what one of my children got for Christmas, and I'm going to use it now as a prop before it gets broken. It's also really cool. I mean, look at this thing. So while showing very little faith in my children not to break things, let's head on up to the show, the explanation. So, when deploying to Iraq, at some point you end up in a Chinook helicopter. But the deployment process takes forever. It takes forever. I mean, first off, you go to a safe area and you get acclimated to the weather for a couple weeks. So great, you know, what have you. The next part of it, though, is you are constantly. One of the main sayings in today's modern military is hurry up and wait. I don't know how long that has been the case, but if you talk to a guy from the Vietnam era, he'll tell you the exact same thing. We had to hurry up and wait a lot. So it's probably pretty long. The reason why, though, is because you're constantly hurrying up because they don't have to wait on you. You have to hurry up, be where you have to be, and then wait for them to get done processing you. And this is how they constantly know where you are. It's great. And thanks to modern technology, I'm sure it's a lot faster now. But at the time, it was not fast. And the process took a very long time. And you also got very little sleep because there wasn't always a place to sleep every single place that you had to hurry up and wait and stop. There wasn't always a lot of food. So you had to stay awake in order to remember to go and get food. And you also had to stay awake in order to make sure that you weren't called and left behind somewhere. So you're constantly awake. And, you know, a lot of it's adrenaline because, you know, going to Iraq. So, with that being said, we're talking about days upon days of not knowing anything, not knowing when you're going to have to move, constantly listening and trying to be awake so that you can get food, be where you're supposed to be in the right uniform, everything. Because it's your job. It's your job in the military to be ready. So, when deploying, we got into our helicopter, and along each side is a bunch of people. Then here's the flight staff, and here is a door. So the helicopter goes like this. This portion equals door. Okay, following me? Good. Because when you don't have enough room or you've got too much cargo, what the common thing to do is leave the door open. Because you got all this stuff and it won't close because it keeps whacking against right there. That's not a joke. That's actually serious. That really happened. And guess where David was? Hi, I'm Dave. That's where I was, right by the edge of the door. I was actually the last guy Now, this is an assault pack. This is what soldiers are commonly wearing. Usually you have some clothes in there, at least socks and underwear, and a top. The BDU, or in this case, ACU blouse, is pretty much interchangeable. It's an outerwear. So usually socks, underwear, and inner shirt is what you would wear, or sorry, have changes for in here, amongst other things, you know. So this is what everybody's wearing. And then you've also got your weapon. Now, I don't have a gun. I'm not really a big believer in really needing one, so, you know, I got this big piece of wood that has like drawing all over it, so that works. And then, so you've got that, and yeah, this is a little bit long. It's a little bit long for an M16A2, but it's really long for an M4. I'd say an M4 is probably about yay long. Probably. So anyway, it's a really annoying thing that you constantly have to have on you. It usually comes up like this with the butt stuck up there and down there. It's usually hung on an assault strap, so you can instantly go like that. And it's drilled into you so much that even after 10 years of being in the military, you still automatically go to this. So, anyway, big long gun, assault strap, assault pack. Assault strap is what we hook the M4 on. This can usually be cut down, or you roll it up and put it in the sling there. And there you have it. What on earth happened to my assault pack? Kids. So, this is also a big portion of why I had to go into what was going on earlier, is because I'm sitting there still dealing with this thing. I wonder what I'm gonna be like by November. Alright, so here's me. Here's open door. Better yet, here's open door. And there's me. I don't... Focus in on that. Good. Yeah, right there. That's me. That's me. And there is my sergeant, who I still talk to. And here is the opening, that big area right there. And if you look, there's the seat. There's an opening. There I go. Now, after 3 days, and then me just looking at palm trees, it's evening, everything's really, really nice, and it's just beautiful. I'm just sitting there looking at the trees. I pass out. I pass out, and where did I put my marker? I instantly lean towards the door, like this. Now, the reason why the assault pack is important is because that's the strap that ended up saving my life, because the sergeant who was sitting next to me ended up grabbing it as I passed out And I came to with people yelling at me to wake up and get back in my seat while I'm sitting there now looking just a little bit closer to those palm trees. And that's how I almost fell out of a helicopter. So, happy Veterans Day.